Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will store data in Firebase Realtime database. This is like a CRUD series. So this video is create data, the next video will be read data, then update data, and then delete data. So make sure you watch all of them. Alright, so I have already explained what is real-time database in my previous video of login and sign up using Firebase Realtime database, right? If you are interested, you can click on the I button to watch, okay? Also, it's kind of similar like previous video because ultimately we are storing data in login and sign up and as well as over here, right? Now coming back to the project, we will be creating vehicle search app. Basically, you need to write the car number and it will display all the details about it. Like owner's name, vehicle brand, then RTO. RTO is Regional Transport Office, basically where your car is registered. Got it? Now, we won't do all of this in a single module. Instead, we will do it in two modules. One is for client and another one is for admin. Why? See, if you add all the features in one app itself, like the user can create, delete, update, read everything in one, that doesn't make sense, right? So what we will do is create, update and delete in admin module and read in client module. It's like we will have one single project with two apps in it. One app is for client and another app is for admin. So admin will create data and that data will be displayed at client side. It's like client app will be a commercial app while admin app will be with staff only. Got it? As soon as we will start creating the project, you will understand it. So let's create the project. Choose empty views activity. Then write name as CRUD, real time, client. And then click on finish. Let's do the prerequisite first. As I said, it's a client admin module, so this project will be considered as client module. And now inside this project, we will create an admin module. So to do that, click on File, New, and then New Module. Write the name as CRUD, Real-Time, Admin. Then click on Next. Choose Empty Views Activity. Then Next, and then click on Finish. Now see, app is a client module and CRUD Real-Time Admin is a admin module. As I said, project will be one, but there will be two apps with two different package name, okay? Also, each app will have its own file and folders for manifest, drawable, layout, and even the Gradle module will be different. Like this Gradle module is for client and this one is for admin. But Gradle project will be only one that represents the entire project. Got it? Now in this video, we will be dealing with creating or storing the data. So that will happen in admin side. So let me quickly close client side folders. In next video, where we will be dealing with reading the data or displaying the data, that is where we will deal with client side. Okay? But for now, let's stick to the admin side. So go to colors.xml. Write the color name as green and hex code as 4FA853. And then go to themes.xml, uncomment this line and write color as green. Duplicate the line and write color primary variant. Again duplicate the line and write Android status bar color. And done. Now go to Gradle module of admin. Over here, write build features. And inside it, write view binding is equal to true. And click on sync now. And done. Then go to drawables folder. I'll quickly copy paste the background image. and done. I don't want to waste your time in designing part, hence I'll directly copy paste the image. But please create this background image using either Jetpack Compose or XML. Don't directly use it. Got it? Now, next is to make edit text look more fancy. So for that, right click on drawable, then new, and then drawable resource file, and write the name as green border, and root element is shape. So let me quickly write the code, and done. Here we have given a green stroke and corners as 30 dp, and that's it. Now last thing in prerequisite is to connect Firebase Realtime database. Go to tools and then Firebase. Click on Realtime database. Then click on connect. It will ask which module to be connected. So we will choose the client module first, and then later we will add admin module too. Add project. Keep the name as it is. Then follow the instruction as shown. And lastly, click on connect. And done. Come back to Android Studio. As it says, one of two modules is completed. So now we will connect admin module. Click on it. Choose admin module and click OK. Then choose the same project. Click on connect and it is connected. Come back to Android Studio. Then next is to add dependency. So click on it. Again choose the module. First client and then admin. And done. Now go back to Firebase console to set up database. See, we have connected two apps. So over here, choose real time. Then click on create database. Follow the instructions. And database is created. As there is no data, it shows as null. Let's come back to Android Studio. Close all the tabs. Here, as we have to upload data, so let me quickly create an upload activity. And done. Now go to activity main.xml. Here we will have three buttons for upload, update and delete. So as this is upload video, so we will just create an upload button. So let me quickly write it. And done. I have added a background. Then again I have created a linear layout. And inside it I have created a button whose ID is main upload. This is how it looks. Then go to activity upload.xml. Here we will be creating 4 edit text and 1 button. Got it? So let me quickly write it. And done. I have added a background, then a linear layout, and inside it an edit text whose ID is upload owner name. The next edit text is for vehicle brand, whose ID is upload vehicle brand. The next edit text is for vehicle RTO, whose ID is upload vehicle RTO. Then again an edit text for vehicle number, whose ID is upload vehicle number. Lastly, a button whose ID is save button. And that's it. This is how it looks. Now let's go to main activity. Let me quickly set a binding. And done. Here we need to set on click listener on upload button that we created in activity main, right? So binding dot main upload dot set on click listener. Then inside it I'll write intent. So this intent goes from main activity to upload activity. Obviously, start the activity intent. And then lastly, finish method. And done. Now to store anything in real-time database, we always require a data class. Data class is where we store all our data parameters. So right click on package name, then new, and then Kotlin class. Choose the data class and write name as vehicle data. In database, we will store 4 data: owner name, vehicle brand, vehicle RTO, and vehicle number. All of them will be string data type. So let me quickly write it. And done. See, we have owner name as string that is capable of storing nullable or non-nullable value. Similarly for other parameters as well. Now once the vehicle data is created, let's move to upload activity. This is where we will connect our database with our data. So let me quickly set a binding. And done. Then we will declare database reference. And done. So database reference means the name itself says as to refer the database. Like we will require database name to refer it, right? Which we will create later. Now once the user has wrote all the details in edit text, then he will click on save button, right? So binding dot save button dot set on click listener on it. Then inside it, we will take all the inputs from the user through edit text. So for that, write well owner name as a variable is equal to binding dot upload owner name, which is our edit text, right? Then dot text dot toString. I guess you already know that text dot toString takes the input from user and convert it to string format and then store it in a variable. Similarly, let me quickly write for other. And done. So see, we have a vehicle brand, vehicle RDO and vehicle number. Once we have all the inputs with us, let's store it in database. So database reference is equal to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference. This is how you initialize it. Then inside the get reference, we will write database name or path name. So I will write vehicle information. Okay. Now next, we will store all the data that we created in vehicle data class in a variable. So write vel vehicle data as a variable is equal to call the vehicle data class, and inside it write all the data. So owner name, vehicle brand, vehicle RTO and then vehicle number. Next we will create a path, like there will be a child and inside that child it will store all the data. So to do that I will write database reference dot child and I will give the child as vehicle number. Now see, child should be always unique. It cannot be repeated. As vehicle number is always unique, so I have kept it as child. Then inside the child write dot set value as vehicle data. Means inside the vehicle number it will store all the other data like owner name, RTO and all. Then we will use two methods, that is add on success listener if the data is successfully stored, and second method, that is add on failure listener if the data is failed to store. Okay. So first method is add on success listener. Then inside it we will clear the text from edit text once the admin has submitted it. So to do that, write binding dot upload owner name dot text dot clear. And similarly we will do it for other parameters as well. And done. Then as it's a success listener, so I'll consider that the data is successfully stored. So for that I will throw a toast as saved. Then once the data is saved, I'll create an intent that will take the admin back to main activity. So let me quickly write it. And done. Now, as I said, if the data is failed to store, in that case, we will use add-on failure listener. Then inside it, I'll simply throw a toast as failed. And that's it. We are done with the coding. Now let's run the app. Also, before that, see, as I said, we have two apps. So this app is for client and this one is for admin app. As I have created entire thing in admin module, so I'll select admin app. And then I'll click on run. See, this is how it looks. I'll click on upload button. It opens the upload activity. So let me quickly fill all the details. And done. So I have wrote owner name as Android Knowledge, then brand as Maruti Suzuki, then RTO as Mumbai, and then a random vehicle number. Then I'll click on save button. And see, the data is successfully stored in the database. Also, we are redirected to main activity. And over here, we have a database name as vehicle information. And then inside it, a child as a vehicle number. And then inside that child, we have a data as owner name, vehicle brand, vehicle number, and vehicle RTO. Great, right? This way, you can store anything in the database, but make sure that the child is always unique. And if you don't have a unique value, then go for a random unique ID. Okay? Also, make sure that you watch the next video where we will read or display the data in client module. So yeah, that is it for the video. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will read or display the data in Firebase Realtime database. As this is a continuous series from previous video where I have shown how to store data in real-time database. So you can click on the I button to watch. Now coming back to this project, so we already stored the data in database. Now we are going to do is to retrieve the data from the database and display it in text view. You can display in recycler view or list view, anything, it's up to you, okay? Also, as I previously said, it's a client admin module. Means create, update and delete are part of admin module, while read is a part of client module. Hence, we will create this project in client module. So open the project. Quick recap. In the previous video, we already created client admin module, right? So this is admin where we have already created upload activity. And also, we have connected Firebase Realtime database with both the modules. Okay. So in today's video, as I said, we will be creating read data in client side. So let's create it. First, let's do the prerequisite. So go to colors.xml. Write the color name as green and hex code as 4FA853. And done. Then go to themes.xml, uncomment this line and write color as green. Then add another item as color primary variant. Again add another item as Android status bar color. And done. Then go to Gradle module app. Let me quickly refresh your memory that this is one project with two apps inside it, client and admin, right? So both the modules have their different files and folder, and even the package name is different. So does the Gradle modules. But Gradle project is one for both of them. Only Gradle module is two. Okay, got it? So as we are dealing with client side, so I am in Gradle module app. Over here, write build features and inside it write view binding is equal to true. Then click on sync now and done. Now come to drawable. So to make edit text look more fancy, we will create a green border around it. So to do that, right click on drawable, then new, and then drawable resource file. Write the name as green border and root element as shape. So let me quickly write it. And done. I have given the shape as rectangle, then green stroke, and lastly the corner radius as 30 dp. And that's it. This is how it looks. Now to save your time in designing and also to make it look more appealing, I'll quickly copy paste the background image. And done. Close all the tabs. Now let's go to activity main.xml. So over here, we will be creating a edit text that will be for search, where you will write the vehicle number and in the text view, it will display the data. Simple, right? So the XML code is quite long, hence to save your time, I have given the source code in the description box. You can modify the code accordingly. Alright, let me quickly write it. And then, see, I have used constraint layout as a parent, then the background image, then inside it I have created an edit text for search whose ID is search vehicle number, then obviously a search button. Now there are a lot of nesting of layouts. So there is one linear layout and inside it two more linear layout, and then inside one of the linear layout we have two text view. One is for owner name and another one is where we will retrieve the owner name from the database. Then a separator, again a linear layout and inside it two text view. One is for vehicle brand and another one is for read vehicle brand. Then again a separator. Similarly a linear layout and inside it two text view. One is for vehicle RTO and another one is for read vehicle RTO. And that's it. This is how it looks. Now let's go to main activity.kt. This is where we will retrieve the data from the database. So first let me quickly set a binding. And done. Then let me declare database reference. And done. Now we will create a read data function outside the onCreate and later call it inside the search button. Got it? So let me quickly write it first and then I'll explain you. and done. Now see, we have declared a parameter as vehicle number because that is what we are going to take from user, right? Then I have initialized database reference and I have used the same path for reference, that is vehicle information. Make sure you write the correct spelling, okay? Because this is basically your database name. And if you refer to wrong name, it will ultimately going to crash. The next path is child, that is vehicle number. If you remember in store data, first we have database name, that is vehicle information. Then inside it, a child as vehicle number. That's what it is referring to. Now, as we are retrieving the data from the database, we will use get method. To store data, we have used set value method, and to retrieve the data, we have used get method. Got it? Then we have used two methods, that is add-on success listener and add-on failure listener. It's like if the data is successfully retrieved, then the below actions will be performed. Otherwise, if the data fails to retrieve, then in that case, we have used add-on failure listener, which ultimately going to throw a toast as something went wrong. Now inside the add-on success listener, it says if it exists. It is basically data snapshot, that is our vehicle number that was taken at the time of search, okay? So it says as if vehicle number exists, then extract its respective owner name, vehicle brand and vehicle RTO by referring to its path. And value act as a get value method. Also make sure you write the correct spelling for path, like the exact one that is present in the database. Once all of them are extracted, then throw a toast as results found. Then clear the text from search edit text. Now once we have retrieved all the values from the database, convert all of them to string. And then display it on their respective text view using text method. Easy, right? But what if somebody writes a wrong vehicle number at the time of search? Then simply throw a toast as vehicle number does not exist. Now our read data method is ready. Let's call it inside the search button. So first come inside the onCreate method. Then write binding dot search button dot set on click listener. And inside it, take the input from the user through search edit text. So let me quickly write it. And done. Then I'll write if search vehicle number, that is basically the vehicle number given by the user, is not empty, means user has written something, then in that case we will call the read data method. And passing the argument as obviously the search vehicle number. Else means user has not written anything in search edit text. Then in that case, throw a toast as please enter the vehicle number. Got it? And that's it. We are done with the coding. Now let's run the app. As I previously said, we have two modules, that is client and admin. Both are separate app and will run separately. As we have created retrieve data in client module, right? Hence I will run the app, that is a client module. This is how it looks. Now I already have one data stored in the database, so I'll retrieve it, okay? So over here I'll write the exact vehicle number in the search box. Now I'll click on search button and see owner name, vehicle brand and vehicle RTO is retrieved successfully. Great, right? So make sure that you watch the next video where I will update and delete the data. So yeah, that is it for the video. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to my channel and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will update the data in Firebase Realtime database. I have already created the data and read the data in my previous video. You can click on the I button to watch. Now in this video, we will simply update the data in the database. So open the project. Let me give you a quick overview. So I assume you are aware that this project is a client admin module where read data was performed in client side while create data was in admin side. And also update and delete will be in admin side. At this point, we are able to store the data and retrieve the data. Now we will update the existing data in admin side. So let's create it. Make sure you watch the part 1 and part 2 of CRUD series where I have added required attributes such as view binding, colors and themes. Now, the only thing in prerequisite is to add background. So let me quickly copy paste it. And done. Now, of course, as we are creating update feature, we will require an update activity. So let me quickly create it. And done. Now close all the tabs. So in activity main, we will have 3 buttons, that is upload, update and delete. Out of which I have already created upload button, right? And now I'll be creating update button. So go to activity main.xml. See, we already have a upload button. So over here, let me quickly create update button as well. And then, see, as I wanted 2 buttons beside each other, hence I have created it in a horizontal linear layout. This is our update button whose ID is main update, and in the next video we will create delete button over here. Then go to activityupdate.xml. Here we will create 4 edit text which will take 4 data parameters. So let me quickly create it. And done. See, first edit text I have given the ID as reference vehicle number. The next edit text whose ID is update owner name. Then again next edit text whose ID is update vehicle brand. And then last edit text whose ID is update vehicle RTO. Then lastly a button whose ID is update button. And that's it. Easy, right? Now listen to me carefully. We have 4 data parameters, right? Vehicle owner, vehicle number, owner name, vehicle brand and vehicle RTO. So we have created edit text for all of them where we will take the new text and update them accordingly in the database, right? But now there is an exception that vehicle number will only be used as a reference, not for the update purpose. Why? Because see, the database has a child value as the vehicle number. And if somebody updates the vehicle number, then an entire new data will be created, which will create a lot of confusion in the database, right? So to avoid such situations, user can update owner name, vehicle brand and vehicle RTO only. Now you might be thinking, if vehicle number is not meant to be updated, then why are we taking that from user? Because obviously, as I said, for reference. Basically, the other 3 parameters will be updated based on their vehicle number. So for that, we will require vehicle number. Got it? Now go to main activity. So we have created update button in activity main, right? Basically to go from main activity to upload activity, right? So for that, first I'll set on click listener on main update button. And inside it, I'll create an intent that will redirect the user from main activity to update activity. Then start the activity and finish. That's it. Now come to update activity. Here first let me quickly set up binding. And done. Then next, I'll set up database reference. And done. We will use it to refer the database. Now we will create an update data function outside the onCreate. So let me quickly write the code. And done. Now see, we have our 4 data parameters: vehicle number, owner name, vehicle brand and vehicle RTO. All of them are string. Then next, as we have already declared database reference at top right, so over here I have initialized it as Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference. And as I said previously, to refer the database, we will use the existing database name, that is vehicle information. And as I always say, please make sure that you write the correct database name. Then we will use map of method. So map of method basically returns the specific data which we mention in the key and value format or syntax. Like first one is key and second one is value. Both of them are string. Now over here, key is owner name, that is basically like a column name from the database, and this is our value which will update. Basically it sounds like old owner name to this new owner name. Likewise for other parameters as well. Vehicle brand to updated vehicle brand and so on. Also make sure that you use the correct attribute name as well as the correct spelling. To be 100% sure, you can check in the database itself or maybe go to data class where you will find the correct data parameters. Then all of this thing will be stored in vehicle data variable. Okay. Now we need to locate the path and accordingly update the data or children. So to do that, first we have database reference, that is basically a database name, vehicle information. Then inside it we have a child as vehicle number, right? So our vehicle number will be considered as a reference to update the children's present inside the vehicle data such as owner name, vehicle brand and vehicle RTO. So we have used update children method to update the vehicle data. Now we have used two methods. First is add-on success listener and second one is add-on failure listener. It's like if the data is successfully updated, then the below actions will be performed, else it will throw a toast as unable to update. Now in add-on success listener, we have cleared all the edit text using clear method to make it easy for the user basically. And then we have throw a toast as updated. And that's it. Now come back inside on create method. Here we'll set on click listener on update button and inside it I will call the update data function. Simple, right? So to do that, first I will write binding dot update button dot set on click listener. Then inside it I'll take the inputs from the user for all the 4 edit text. And done. See, now we have a reference vehicle number, update owner name, update vehicle brand and update vehicle RTO from the user. Then I will call update data method and then I'll pass all the arguments inside it. And done. That's it, we are done with the coding. Now let's run the app. Make sure you choose the admin module. Then wait, and this is how it looks. Now I will click on update button. We already have our data stored in the database. See, so I need to change vehicle brand from Maruti Suzuki to maybe Tata Motors. So for that, first I will write the vehicle number for the reference purpose. Then I'll keep the owner name as it is. Then vehicle brand as Tata Motors. And then lastly, keeping vehicle RTO also as it is. And done. Now I'll click on update button. And see, the data is successfully updated. As you can see, vehicle brand is now Tata Motors instead of Maruti Suzuki. This way you can easily update any data, but remember, not the child value, okay? So make sure that you watch the next video where I will delete the data. So yeah, that is it for the video. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to my channel and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will learn how to delete data from Firebase Realtime database. This is the last part of the CRUD series, so make sure that you watch all the previous videos as well. So open the project. As of now, we have created the data, read the data and updated the data in the database. And now we will delete the existing data in the admin module. Let me give you a quick overview. This is our client module that consists of read data, and this is our admin module which consists of upload, update and now delete. It is super duper easy to perform, so let's create it. In part 1, we have already given the colors, themes, view binding. So now in the prerequisite, all we have to do is to add a background image. So let me quickly copy paste it. and done. Then as we are creating delete feature, so we will require delete activity. So let me quickly create it. And done. Now, as I said in previous video, we will create a delete button beside the update button. So to do that, go to activity main.xml. I'll create a similar button over here by copy pasting it. And then I'll change the text, ID and other attributes. And done. Then go to activity delete.xml. Here we will create an edit text and a button. That's it. So basically, edit text will take the vehicle number from admin, and according to that vehicle number, the data will be deleted. Simple, right? So let me quickly create it. And done. See, two linear layout. Then inside it, there is an edit text whose ID is delete vehicle number. And then below that, a button whose ID is delete button. And that's it. Now we will set on-click listener on delete button that is present in activity main. So for that, go to main activity. I'll copy paste it. Then change the button name. And it will redirect the user from main activity to delete activity. Simple, right? And that's it. Now let's set up delete feature. So go to delete activity. First, let me quickly set up binding. And done. Then I will declare database reference. And done. Now we will create a delete data function that will basically going to delete the data from the database. So let me quickly write it. And done. See, as we will take the vehicle number from user, hence we have kept the parameter as vehicle number. Then inside it, we have initialized database reference as Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference as vehicle information. As I always say, make sure the path name is correct. Then we will reach where the data is and remove it. So it goes like database reference, of course that is our vehicle information. And then inside it there is a child which is basically our vehicle number. Okay? And then using remove value method, it removes the data from the database. So the logic goes like user will give the vehicle number that needs to be deleted, and then it will remove that particular vehicle number child, which ultimately going to remove all the other data present inside it. Data such as owner name, vehicle brand and vehicle RTO. Then we have used two methods, that is add-on success listener and add-on failure listener. So if the data is successfully deleted, then first it will clear the edit text and then it will throw a toast as deleted. Else, if data is not deleted successfully, then in that case it will throw a toast as unable to delete. And that's it. Now we will call delete data function inside the delete button. So inside the on create, write binding dot delete button dot set on click listener, and then inside it we will take the vehicle number from user through edit text. So to do that, write well vehicle number is equal to binding dot delete vehicle number dot text dot string. The vehicle number given by the user is stored inside the vehicle number variable. Then next, we will apply a simple logic to avoid null values. So, if vehicle number is not empty, means something is present in edit text, then simply call the delete data method, and inside it pass the argument as vehicle number variable. Else, throw a toast as please enter vehicle number. And that's it. Simple, right? So we are done with the coding. Now let's run the app. Make sure you select admin module and then run. See, this is how it looks. I'll click on delete button and here we are. So we already have a data stored in the database, hence I'll simply write the same vehicle number over here. Then I'll click on delete button and see, the data is successfully deleted. As there was no other data present, hence the entire database shows as null, but it only deletes the specified child value, not the entire database. Okay? This way you can easily delete any data from the database. Also, for more updates, you can follow us on Instagram or join our Telegram group for background images. Link in the description box. So yeah, that is it for the video. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to my channel and I'll see you in the next video.